more quarter-final to come. It's the last match of the evening, and it is men's singles. It is the former champion, Anders Antonsen, winner 2 years ago and beaten finalist last tournament here at the Indonesian Masters, so 2 consecutive finals, up against Kunlavut Vitidsarn of Thailand. And the Thai player, a 3-time former World Junior Champion. Well, there you can see that 6 different nationalities started today at quarterfinals day, but only 4 seeds won in the bottom half of the draw, and that is the former champion Anders Antonsen. Well, you can see that another former champion, Pranoy, he won the title here in 2014. He has been beaten by his teammate Kidambi Srikanth, who was beaten in the final 6 years ago at this particular event. In the top half of the draw, the 2019 beaten finalist Momota, he's safely through against Gemka. And Cho Tien-chen, if you were with us right from the start of play, you will have seen that our first match on quarterfinals day, Cho Tien-chen coming through in 3 games against Angkar Long. So the first of our quarterfinalists called out, and it's Kunlavut Vitidsarn, the 3-time World Junior Champion. First men's singles player to win 3 Junior World Championships, but not the first player to win 3 consecutive World Junior titles. His opponent, the former champion Anders Antonsen, final of this event for the last 2 years. Winner 2 years ago, beaten finalist last year, and the first and only European player ever to win a title here at the Indonesia Masters. This is the first meeting between these 2 players, and I was a little bit surprised when I researched that earlier today, because it seems that Vitidsarn has been on the tour now for a couple of years, but of course with the global pandemic there have been very few tournaments, so actually very few opportunities where these 2 have had an opportunity to meet each other. So this the first time that they will have played against each other in international competition. And if you're wondering who the other players were who've won 3 consecutive World Junior Championships, Ratchanok Intanon in the women's singles and Chen Cheng in the mixed doubles. But this man was the first man to do it in the men's singles. Only 20 years of age, born in the Thai capital of Bangkok, 181 they've got down there. Now, I had 173, so I'm not quite sure. Maybe he's grown since the information that I was given. Both of his first round and second round opponents have been from Indonesia. In the first round, he played against the defending champion and 2-time winner, the number 5 seed, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting. Dropped the opening game, but came back to win it 21-13 in the deciding game. Then Rustavito in the second round, and again was very convincing in a second game, 21-9. Anders Antonsen is 24 years of age, from Aarhus, which is where we had the Thomas and Uber Cup finals just recently in Europe, at his career high of 3, and he's enjoying his 49th week in total at his career high of 3. Currently 17 on the race to Bali, and he's certainly improved his chances of qualifying for the World Tour finals. You can see he beat Kenta Nishimoto of Japan in the first round, and then his teammate Vittinghus came from 9-15 down, incidentally, in that opening game against Vittinghus. 8 straight points to go 17-15 up, and then won it to 17. Our court officials, both from Indonesia. And just to elaborate a little bit on the race to the World Tour finals, because Victor Axelsen gets an automatic invitation because he's the reigning Olympic champion, and I can tell you that higher than Antonsen is Rasmus Gemka, So he must overtake
Gemke.
Gemke. It's not just a question of getting into the top 8.
No.
He must overtake Gemke, because Axelsen is invited anyway.
A country can only have 2 entries.
Exactly.
And it happened, can you remember, in the women's doubles for Japan, when Takahashi and Matsutomo,
yep,
they were in, well, they're not in, they were the top, there was top 3.
They were the top 3, and they were the 3rd ranked pair, but they were the Olympic champions, so they got in.
Something like that.
It
was, they had 1, 2 and 3.
They had the world number 1s, they had the world champions, and they had the Olympic champions at 1, 2 and 3, and one of those pairs couldn't go to the World Tour finals.
Yes.
That's tough.
It was really tough. It doesn't get closer than that.
No.
Anders Antonsen won the toss.
Yep.
And he chose ends, and he actually chose the quick end first. So it's extremely deliberate choice.
Yeah.
I can tell you. I think Antonsen knows that this is going to be can be a very long and tough match. He's going all out to get the first.
Ready? Yes, you sir. Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Anders Antonsen, Denmark. And on my left, Kunlavut Vitidsarn, Thailand. Anders Antonsen to serve, level, play.
So the former champion and number 3 seed, Anders Antonsen, getting this quarterfinal underway against the reigning world junior champion, Kunlavut Vitidsarn.
1 love.
Oh, that is so unlucky for Vitidsarn.
2 love.
He read it all the way. He saw that cross coming from Antonsen. It's coming here. Look at that. And then it's just wide of the sideline.
That's a super angle.
It is.
3
and it's
love.
just reinforcing my statement that I think Antonsen is definitely going all out to get the opening game. Then of course he will evaluate the situation coming into the second game. How tough has it been? How much energy has it used, and so on. There'll be lots and lots of evaluation into that. But he's definitely going all out for the first one here.
Yes.
Wipe the court.
Well, that got a little bit of a deflection from the net cord.
4
But
love.
it was still a super angle.
This one, Vitidsarn, can you show
Well,
where to wipe?
Vitidsarn trying to make a little bit of history today, because no player from Thailand has ever reached the
Thank you.
semi-final of the Indonesia Masters. In the men's
Play.
singles discipline, of course.
Yeah.
Five love. 6 love.
Yeah, Kunlavut Vitidsarn really have to settle in. Antonsen so far over him like a rash, if you can say that. Really going quick, going for his attacking shots.
Service over, 1-6.
Oh,
Service over, 7-1.
But if you look at it from Antonsen's point of view, you know, he's 7-1 up and he's been playing extremely fast, very aggressive, but he hasn't used any energy at all. He's been able to penetrate the defense of Vitidsarn fairly simple and easy. So no long rallies at all. And here's another one here. And it's down to the sheer quality of his shots. Look at this one, it's so tight. As soon as it's dropping below the tape, Vitidsarn have got no choice. No answer to it.
missed it.
Service over, 2-8.
Vitidsarn desperately wants to run more, keep the rallies going, and of course Antonsen is trying the complete opposite.
Oh yes, challenge that.
Yes.
Kunlavut Vitidsarn challenges, calls in.
The players are discussing it.
Yes.
Is it in? Is it out? And Vitidsarn, he was laughing. He said, "No, no, it's out."
Yep, and he's right. Good challenge.
Correction, out.
But I like the two players are discussing it behind the back of the umpire.
3,
Yes.
8.
Literally.
Literally, yes.
Play. Service over, 9-3.
Antonsen has
10,
hardly been pushed
3.
to the back of the court at all.
Nope, not yet. Only a few times, like here on the backhand. But that's a quite poor attempt from Vitidsarn. He's got to keep it a lot more steady. And we're talking about 7 minutes of play so far.
Yeah. It's not a lot, is it?
No, and it's all in the favour of the Dane.
Yeah. Now that is
Wipe
a
the
lovely
corner.
angle.
Service over. 4-10. Thank you. Nurse, can you check?
Beautiful. Oh, brilliant net play. Brilliant.
Service
And the
over.
final kill from Antonsen.
11-4.
Well, he must have been awfully close to being over the net, but no call from the umpire. And the former champion goes to the mid-game interval with the advantage. Very careful not to take it too early. So 7-point advantage, 11-4 opening game.
เขายาวเขาเลยเลือกที่จะดึงจังหวะสองได้เขาเอื้อมตีไม่มีอะไรเขาคิดว่าเขายาวเขาถึงก็ยังว่าคนจะเลือกเล่นหน่อยเวลาเกิดจังหวะตุ้มถ้าเราหมดแต่คัดตุ้มไม่มีผลไม่ได้
Nurse. (11-4). Play.
Lovely block. Oh my goodness.
That's
Yeah.
really well saved.
Service over. 5-11.
Look at that. Cross court. Desperation net shot. Gets the net cord.
I think
6,
Vitidsarn is sort
11.
of working his way into it now.
I get that sense too. Whether he's left himself too much of a
Gap.
remains to be seen.
Well, that's good. That's really well played by Antonsen. Look at that,
Service over.
how quickly
12,
he's attacking that
6.
serve.
No, he's missed it this time.
Wipe record. 13-6. Thank you.
Played a winner with that same shot earlier on. Did Vitidsarn. Look how he was standing forward.
He's
Antonsen.
waiting for it.
But I go back to the point I tried to make earlier. I don't think Vitidsarn has really exploited the back of the court at all.
No.
It's not, you know, Antonsen can stay forward because he's not been hitting enough to the back of the court to warrant it being an issue for him.
No, he's not making use of the full court. I agree with you.
Another one in a downward direction.
Yeah. It's too simple.
Yeah, that's a beauty. Super shot.
15-6. Quick.
It's a very commanding lead he's got. It's not going to give that one up. But what is more important for Antonsen is the fact that it's the way he's winning the points is very, very short rallies. He's putting in maximum effort to make it as quick as possible.
7-15.
And I agree with you, Jill. I really think that Vitidsarn should try to exploit that back line a lot more.
Yeah.
Then play with some more sort of loopy clears, loopy lifts, and then make sure that Antonsen is playing his shot from the back line, and then see what kind of response he's getting from that. Like this.
Yeah.
Like this. What's the response?
Serve that. 16-7.
Seen from the Thailand perspective, I think this was a much better rally.
Yeah, I agree.
Wipe the court. Wipe the court. 17-7. Thank you.
How many long rallies have we had, Morten?
In my book, maximum 3 or 4.
Yeah. And the longest rally has been 32 shots. But I reckon the average rally length must be
Below 10.
below 10, definitely.
Serve that. 8-17. Serve that. 18-8.
I do like the way that Antonsen takes it early at the front of the court.
He's not doing like Joe. Yeah. Look at the follow-up.
Yeah.
Serve that. 9-18. Thank you.
That's a lovely drop.
10.
But he'd forced him to the back first.
There's definite change of tactics here from Vitidsarn, and I think that suits him very nicely. I just think he was too late reacting. We discussed earlier, I think it was yesterday, that you know you have to have this constant evaluation, and I think he left it a bit too late. And he's suffering here in the opening game for that. But second game can be perhaps different.
19,
Yeah.
10.
You see, he really should have made more of that. I mean, Antonsen was did a full pirouette in the deep forehand corner. You haven't really got time for that.
Service over, 11, 19.
That's it.
Yep, game point opportunities.
Service over,
9 of them
20,
for the former
game
champion,
point,
Antonsen.
11. Game.
And gets the net cord on the first game
won
point
by
opportunity,
Anders Antonsen,
and duly converts.
21-11.
21-11 confirms the umpire. 20 minutes of play. There's the final rally of the opening game. It was a vicious deflection, wasn't it, on that net cord?
It was not an easy one.
Rigtig så meget biden til sidst. Jamen, jeg synes, det er fint nok, du har den lange på. Den der overflod, fordi hun løber meget frem. Og det første, du lidt ned i baghånden, så står den rigtig langt frem. Det prøver jeg. Altså, ja, den er fint, du lige kan få en dag. Det fik du også til sidst. Så skal du selv være klar på, at kroppen bliver holdt op. Ja, lige at komme fast, det virker. Vi har fået en tæringkæk rigtigt. Den her, den første her.
เขาก็แจกไปใหม่แค่นั้นเองวิธีการเขามีแค่นั้นเพราะฉะนั้นเราตีถ้าเราคุมจังหวะคุมพื้นที่ดีเราเล่นได้นะเพิ่มลูกบุกเพิ่มความเร็วหน่อยวัดไปเลย
But I think that this opening game was so much in favour of Anders Antonsen that I think the tactic of, you know, having to win the first and evaluate what's the situation like and all that, I think that's gone down out the window. I think he will go all out in the second game as well.
Yeah. Well, it'd be ridiculous not to, wouldn't it?
Yes. And Vitidsarn really have to see whether he can extend the rallies as much as possible. And as you very rightly pointed out, Jill, make use of that back line. But it's going to be a little bit tougher for him now as he's playing with the drift.
Yeah. Oh, goodness, there was an opportunity there for Vitidsarn. I think it came off the frame of his racket, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
2 love.
But I like the finish from Antonsen. You know, it was very simple, very easy, not overdoing anything. Try to look at this one, just nicely putting it away.
Change shuttle.
You know, we sometimes see players wants to be so decisive and they go for the big kill and then they miss it either in the net or out the back line and stuff like that. But this one's just a very simple one, putting it away. I like that a lot.
Yeah. Simplifies the problem that you were talking about just a moment ago. More difficult to exploit the back of the court when you're playing with the drift.
Yeah.
For love. Use your foot. Use your foot.
Too many simple errors at the moment from Vitidsarn.
Yeah. I have him in my mind. I haven't watched him a lot, but I have him in my mind as a thinking player. He's learning as he's going along. So I'm sort of expecting him to learn from the first game and say, okay, what can I do now? How am I going to approach this? And I think you're very right that he's making too many errors and mistakes, and like this one as well.
5 love.
So I'm sort of waiting for him to do something.
Yeah.
Now he's having a problem extending rallies. Okay, why not go for 100% attack now? Let's see how that is working. I like to see him exploring all the avenues and all the options. Should he not win this match, at least he can say, I learned something and I will use it next time I play.
Yeah.
6 love.
But if this continues, he will walk out the court and he will think, what did I learn today? Not a lot. And I think that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, that's probably the longest rally of the match so far.
Serve over.
And it's exact
1-6.
mirror image, or the same score pattern as the opening game. There was a 6-love lead for Antonsen at the beginning of the first.
Thank you.
But it's a big miss from Antonsen. But
Yeah.
But again, he's got a clear plan what he wants to do, and this time he's forced into a longer rally. He said, okay, that's fine, but he will go for it eventually. He did so, it did not work out, but it doesn't faze him at all.
Mm. Well, now we've deviated from the score pattern of the opening game.
Yes.
Use your foot. Change shuttle. Thank you.
But the last two rallies in favour of Vitidsarn. Let's see if he can build upon it.
Yeah.
And Antonsen is holding a little bit back on his 100% attack, which is working again in favour of Vitidsarn. So maybe we're having a match here that sort of evens out.
Four, 6.
Well, all of a sudden it's become much more interesting, hasn't it?
Yes. 2 long rallies in a row, I think, changed it a bit. And let's see what Vitidsarn has got in the toolbox today. You see Antonsen is not going 100% on his smashes.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
Wipe the court. 5.
Do you think he did in the opening game?
Yes, I did.
And you don't think it's partly because he's hitting against the drift now? That it's psychologically, perhaps, apart from physically, the shuttle isn't going down so quickly, that he's saying to himself,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
not worth it in a way.
it's not worth it,
Yeah,
because you can't put it away from that end.
I get you.
Change settle.
But he has not tried just once.
Play.
Yeah.
That was better.
Yeah.
That was 100%, I would say.
Yeah.
5. Eight, 5.
Oh, we have a challenge here. It's very, very tight.
Vitidsarn challenges, calls out.
It's called out. But it's close.
Yeah, it was close, wasn't it? But it was the correct call.
Challenge unsuccessful. 1 challenge remaining. 9, 5. Play.
See, now he's got the belief. Well left by Vitidsarn. But we had 2 smashes, full blast from Antonsen in this
Yeah.
rally.
Six,
He's getting that
9.
belief it's possible.
New settle.
I like this umpire. He's really not wasting time, letting the players change the shuttles as quickly as possible, get the people to mop the court as quickly as possible, get them in, don't discuss it, just get it done.
Yeah. Latif Johari.
Server.
Yes, I saw that.
10, 6.
Seen him before.
Service over 7-10.
Oh, that was nice. Intense rally.
Yeah. And it's an important rally.
8-10. Change settle.
Oh, it's a good defense.
Oh,
9-10. Quick double on.
yeah. Telling him to be quick.
Yeah, we're just before the mid-game interval.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a beautiful cross-court
Anders. Sean
net
Peters.
shot from Vitidsarn.
But it's almost like the two players have an agreement to change the shuttle after every rally. They both agree to it straight away.
Oof.
10 all.
That's a good comeback from Vitidsarn.
It is, isn't it?
6-10 down.
Love 6 down.
I love 6 down, yes.
And goes to the mid-game interval with the advantage. Have we seen the beginning of the turning of the tide?
We actually could have.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
And it was those 2 long rallies, wasn't it?
It was at love 6 to 1-6 and 2-6.
แล้วขึ้นมาปุ๊บจังหวะไม่ได้แจกขาช่องไปเรื่อยๆให้เขาก้มซ้ายขวาแต่เขาก็ก้มขวา
Den ligger helt på tur, så ser vi hvad han kan få gøre.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
Men det er sådan lidt
For coach in the chair.
så er han der på. Han skal bare se det.
Players gone.
Jakob Hoy.
Normally a doubles coach.
Yeah.
Settle.
But as Kenneth Jonassen is not here,
11-10.
have to be shared between the other coaches.
Play.
That's a super smash.
Service over 11
I
all.
always feel Antonsen's got a very short grip.
Yeah. Yeah, you could be right.
I feel he could generate more power if he had a longer grip.
Service over 12-11.
Oh, good return of serve. My goodness.
Yeah.
That was...
And that's what he's doing against Victor Axelsen.
Yeah.
And that's adding on the pressure on Victor. So he's getting very insecure in his own service situation, and that's exactly what Anders is doing here as well. That's in.
Yeah, it's a nice shot.
13-12. Serve 13.
I think the signs he's getting tired, Antonsen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be quite interesting now.
Serve 14-13.
But that was a simple mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah.
From Vitidsarn. And now if he's going to win this match, he's got to cut errors like that out of his game. Oh, that's beautiful play.
Foul. You bought it over the net. No. Serve 14 all.
Well, the fault is called on Antonsen.
Yeah.
It's open.
Good umpiring. I like that. Whether it's a fault or not, I'm not going to say, but, you know, dismissing the argument straight
Yeah.
away.
Yeah, it was a fault. That shuttle hadn't come over. Very, very good spot by the umpire.
That's good play by Vitidsarn.
Mm.
Saw that
15,
opportunity straight away,
14.
not pushing it, but just playing that really, really tight spinning net shot. Because this shot here is way too loose, and Vitidsarn is really punishing Antonsen for such a loose shot.
Yeah. Hard smash from Antonsen.
All.
No power for Vitidsarn to feed off on his defensive shot there.
No, and it's from a very steep situation.
Yeah. Couple of very crucial rallies coming up now.
Yes, 15 all. Who's going to get the upper hand? And Antonsen is definitely winning the flat exchanges.
16-15.
That's out.
So two quick points. I said they were important points, but two quick points for Antonsen.
Yeah. And if he's getting this one, I think the match is over. But he didn't.
Service over 16-17.
Oh, that's a big miss.
Yeah.
No, strings have gone.
But still.
18-16. Thank you.
I think the second Antonsen is creating a 3-point gap. That will be it. So if he can do it now, I think that
Decisive.
is so decisive that he will not lose it.
Yeah, Uli has got that 3-point advantage and 2 points away from a place in the semi-final once more. It's gone wide as well. That's a bad error from Vitidsarn because that gives 4 match point opportunities to the former champion Anders Antonsen. Yeah, that's a good smash.
It is.
Service over 17-20. Quick. Thank you.
Lovely movement too. Oh,
Game.
there we go. Second match point opportunity. And the 2019 winner, Anders Antonsen, books his place in the semi-final once more. 21-11,
Match won by
21-17
Anders Antonsen.
in 46 minutes.
21-11, 21-17.
Well, a good performance and a good comeback initially in the second game from Vitidsarn. From a love 6 deficit and 6-10 to go to the mid-game interval with the 1-point advantage, but it certainly wasn't enough. 46 minutes and through to the semi-final once more for Anders Antonsen. 21-11, 21-17. So as they take leave of centre stage, that's quarterfinals over for today, which all started at 1 o'clock this afternoon with Cho Tien Chen from Chinese Taipei, the number 4 seed, through to his second semi-final here at the Indonesia Masters 3 years after his first appearance at a semi-final, through in 3 games against Angkar Long. Then it was mixed doubles and the Olympic bronze medalist Yuta Watanabe and Risa Higashino, 2 goods in the final game against Faisal Amwijaya of Indonesia. Then it was women's singles, and Akane Yamaguchi, the recent winner of both the Denmark and French Opens, came from a game down against Cho Chu-wong, the All England finalist, to win 21-10 in the deciding game. Then it was men's doubles, and the 3-time defending champions Gideon and Sukamuljo coming through against their teammates Kusuma Wadana and Rambutan in 2 straight games. Then we had another men's doubles, and it was the battle of the Olympic medalists, and it was the Olympic bronze medalists, Aaron Cha and So Wee-ik, that overcame the Olympic gold medalists, Li Yang and Wang Qilin, in 2 straight games. Only 31 minutes for that one. Then we had women's doubles, and Matsuyama and Shida, the All England semi-finalists, are now through to the semi-final of the Indonesia Masters, beating the winners of the Swiss Open, the Malaysian pair of Tan and Tina. Then it was another women's doubles, and a huge surprise here with Supajirkun and Teurat Tanachai through to their first semi-final at this level for over 5 years by defeating the Olympic champions and defending champions here, Gracia Poli and Apriani Rahayu, 21-19 in the deciding game in the longest match of the day, 1 hour and 23 minutes. Then, as we've just witnessed in the men's singles, Anders Antonsen, the 2019 winner and beaten finalist last year, overcoming the 3-time world junior champion Vitidsarn of Thailand in 2 straight games. So that's it from quarterfinals day. Semi-finals tomorrow. We're 1 hour earlier than we were today, so 12 noon local time, 0400 GMT. In the meantime, from all of us here, from Morton Frost and myself, Jill Clark, we'll see you for semi-finals tomorrow. Bye for now.